Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope everybody is fine and safe. I am your teacher Jem Raymond and today, ipapakita ko sa inyo ang iba't ibang MOVs or means of verifications na kailangan ng mga master teachers na i-attach sa kanilang portfolio para sa RPMS Objective Number 9 para sa school year 2023-2024.
Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. My name is Mr. Jem Raymond Chen, Master Teacher 2 from Escalante Central Elementary School. Click like and share if this video tutorial helps you. Don't forget to click subscribe below to keep updated for my future tutorial.
Ito nga yung 15 na RPMS objectives ng ating mga master teachers for this school year. But focus muna tayo sa mga NCOI or ang ating mga non-classroom observable indicators. But for this video, we will focus on our PMS Objective Number 9, modeled to colleagues the settling of achievable and challenging learning outcomes that are aligned with learning competencies to cultivate a culture of excellence for all learners. Na-discuss ko na po yung some contents ng Module 18 about this indicator sa previous video ko on the Teacher 1 to Teacher 3. So you may search that on my YouTube channel. Better na mapanood nyo yan para mabigyan kayo ng idea kung paano or ano ang ibig sabihin ng indicator na to. This is the RPMS tool for master teachers na magiging basihan natin on what to prepare na mga MOVs for our PMS Objective Number 9. Now, ito yung mga MOVs na kailangang ihanda ni master teacher. At least one lesson plan. Pwede itong DLP, DLL, or lesson exemplars, or even one lesson from self-learning module na ginawa mismo ng ating mga master teacher and was used during instruction. And of course, dapat yung lesson plan na to nagpapakita na there is an achievable and appropriate learning outcomes that are aligned with learning competencies. At dito yan makikita sa mga discussion niya, sa activity sheet, performance tasks, or rubric for assessing performance using criteria that appropriately describe the target output. Nasa lesson plan, dapat yung any of the following. And then, kinakailangan yung lesson plan na to ay nagamit during the LAC session. It was demonstrated by the master teacher. So, pwedeng any proof na nagamit ito for demonstration, pwedeng minutes of the LAC, pwede ding sigurong certification na it was delivered or used by the teacher during the LAC session on his or her demonstration. Again, dapat attested po yan ng inyong LAC coordinator or approving authority. And huwag din kalimutan ang proof din ng attendance ng kulig. Siyempre, nag-demo yung teacher, yung master teacher, so kinakailangang masaksihan yon ng kanyang mga kulig or ng kanyang mga mentee. So, attendance sheet or pictures, pwedeng magamit yan as proof ng attendance ng kulig during the demonstration of the master teacher. Now, how master teachers are rated according to quality. So, rating 1 ang makukuha ni master teacher kung walang acceptable na MOVs na kanyang nasubmit. Rating 2 naman ang makukuha ni master teacher kapag yung master teacher attended lang ng coaching and mentoring session, nag-attend lang siya ng meeting or LAC session or other collegial discussion with colleague na kung saan nagtatagda sila ng mga achievable and challenging learning outcomes at naka-align sa learning competency. So again, kung nag-attend lang yung master teacher together with the colleague in a certain LAC session with this particular indicator, then 2 lang yung makukuha ni master teacher. Now, rating 3 naman ang makukuha ni master teacher kung nagpapakita siya sa kanyang mga colleague kung paano magtakda ng achievable and challenging learning outcomes at naka-align ito sa learning competencies. At makikita yan sa kanyang MOV na na-submit. Rating 4 or satisfactory ang kanyang makukuha kapag si master teacher ay aktibong nakikipagdiskusyon at nagbahagi ng mga idea sa kanyang mga kasamahan tungkol sa pagtatakda ng mga learning outcomes. During that particular session, dapat natalakay din kung paano magtakda ng achievable at challenging learning outcomes at dapat masigurado na naka-align ito sa learning competencies. Though not required, sakasakali lang maghanap ng ibang documents ang kanyang rater to confirm, then pwede naman siyang magpakita ng minutes of the LAC session or discussion na nagawa ni master teacher to get rating of 4. Dito kasi sa minutes nakalagay na kung ano talaga yung ginawa ni master teacher during his or her demonstration or during the LAC session. Now, rating 5 or outstanding rating ang makukuha ni master teacher kapag hindi lang siya nakipag-usap, kundi aktual niyang tinuruan at ginabayan ang kanyang mga kasamahan sa proseso sa pagtatakda ng learning outcomes. Nagplano at nagtakda ng mga achievable, challenging learning outcomes at sinigurado na lahat ng mga ito ay naka-align sa learning competencies. Though not required again, sakasakali lang maghanap ng other documents si rater to confirm. Again, pwede siyang magpakita ng minutes of the meeting ng LAC session na naganap or pwede ding yung PMCF niya, Kasi nakalagay din doon sa PMCF kung ano talaga yung ginawa nila, yung actual scenario na ginawa between ni master teacher at saka ng kanyang ratee. Now, let's have the timeliness. So, level 5 ang makukuha ni teacher kapag nagmodelo ang master teacher kung paano magtakda ng achievable at challenging learning outcomes na naka-align sa learning competencies sa loob talaga ng 4 na quarter. Very satisfactory lang ang makukuha ni teacher kapag nagawa niya ito ng 3 quarters lang. Satisfactory naman kung nagawa niya ito ng 2 quarters lang. Unsatisfactory naman o rating 2 ang makukuha ni master teacher kapag 1 quarter lang ito nagawa. At of course, rating 1 kung walang acceptable MOV na nasubmit. Para masiguro na si master teacher ay nagmodelo talaga sa pagtatakda ng learning outcomes across 4 quarters, kailangan niya ng mga ebidensya, iba pang ebidensya na nagpapakita na ginawa niya talaga ito ng bawat quarter. Ang isang lesson plan lamang kasi ay hindi sapat para mapakita ito na nagawa niya ng 4 quarters. So, ito yung mga suggestion ko na pwede niyang isubmit na other evidence para makakuha siya ng rating of 5 or mataas na rating for timeliness. So again, pwede siyang maghanda ng 4 na lesson plan. 1 lesson plan per quarter. So maghanda siya ng tig-isang lesson plan na ginamit sa bawat quarter. Pwede ring maghanda siya ng ibang documents ng mga activities na nagawa. Just like sa sinabi ko na kanina, yung minutes of LAC session. So pwede itong maging karagdagang evidence, At yung minutes na yon kinakailangan 4 din. 1 per quarter. And of course, yung attendance sheet, huwag mong kalimutan. At pwede rin naman yung mga activity sheets, na nagpapakita ng mga sessions na nagawa tungkol sa pagtatakda ng learning outcomes sa bawat quarter. Pwede rin namang maghanda si master teacher ng mga quarterly report. Yung mga accomplishment report na i-detalye niya, i-narrate niya kung anong naganap, ano yung mga activities na nagawa on that particular session. 1 per quarter din. Now, may sample lesson plan ako sa previous video ko on the Teacher 1 to Teacher 3 sa pareho ding indicator. So, pwede nyo hanapin yan sa channel ko. At para makakuha again ng rating of 5 sa timeliness, emphasize ko lang na mas mabuting mag-prepare ng 4 na lesson plan si master teacher at dapat siguraduhin na ang mga lesson plans na to na gamit niya during the LAC session together with his or her colleague. Now, this is sample minutes ng learning action cell on this particular indicator. Additional MOV lang naman ito na magsasabi or magbibigay idea sa ating mga rater na kung ano ang nagawa or ano ang ginawa ni master teacher on that particular LAC session when it comes to this particular indicator. So that's all for this video, teacher, and I hope I've given you an idea how to prepare your MOVs for our PMS objective number 9 for our master teachers. Till next time, keep safe everyone!